players on the court, so you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at center. Zubac with a screen on Ayton. George. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has a chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
For three, George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Booker. Pass to Johnson. Here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Now here's Booker. Outside Johnson. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half in.
An incredible defender. Paul George combination of quickness and length helps alter many shots.
That shot missing. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And Ayton with the stuff.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
The Clippers have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Leonard with a screen on Booker to the paint. And stolen by Bridges. Johnson passes to Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
The trickery of Paul, he's unpredictable. It is what gets defenders to be overly aggressive.
Paul hits them both. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Now here's Paul. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The ball handling of Chris Paul is unbelievable to watch.
Here's George. Crosses over. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Leonard. And stolen by Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Tries it from the block. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
George with it, now guarded by Booker. And George with the jam.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammate. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Here's Paul. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And defensively, you have to make them work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Jackson on the wing. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Bridges.
Reggie Jackson. First personal foul.
That's good from Bridges. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Paul against Jackson. Pass to Aiden. To the left side wing. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. Booker with a screen on Leonard. Bridges passes to Booker. And he makes it.
In that pick and roll set, option 1, Booker taking it himself with good reason.
The Clippers trail. Jackson outside.
I see him.
Out to Leonard. Zubac passes to Jackson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. Out to Bridges. This one for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here's George. And so it's Phoenix earning this break in the action. Up 10. And they've effectively guarded. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Paul against Jackson. From deep, Johnson. Another 3 for Phoenix.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Jackson finds George. Here's Leonard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Johnson with a bucket.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Here's George. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. George has got 8 points.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
The kick out to Johnson. Bridges outside. Outside Paul. 5 to shoot. Outside Johnson. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
George against Booker. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Pass to Bridges. Over Leonard. Outside for Booker. Fires for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Jackson against Paul. To the middle. Here's Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Morris left side. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Now, B.A., you know they would would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Here's Booker. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a five-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 12-point Phoenix lead.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. And the layup falls.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of this one. Bridges misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. He gets it in there. Johnson's got 8 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. The kick out to Johnson. The three is up. No luck on that one. George for 3. And we finished off one half of play. Suns ahead, up by 9. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And so in the game for Phoenix, we've got Damian Lee. Dario Saric is out there with Jay Crowder. And then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Craig in at the 3. Shamet into the lane. 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And Batum over to help. Inside. Shot's good by Saric. Saric has gotten his first points in this one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Wall, the pass to Powell. From downtown. And the Clippers miss again. And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Shamet.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Right side Wall with the drive. And the big finish by Wall.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Here's Lee. Off target from three-point range.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the big finish by Wall.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's Lee. Powell covers. Pass to Shaman. Crowder outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Lee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Powell, it's good.
Fast-paced play from Norman Powell. Doesn't waste time finding his shot once he has the ball.
Outside Craig. Down low. Here's Šarić. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Šarić has gotten 4 this quarter. Outside Wall. Inside. Here's Powell. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
You're going to have to do more than that to stop Norman Powell. You see the strength and body control.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Lee. Back to Shaman. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Shaman out to Craig. 6 on the shot clock. And foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Jay Crowder, he's very compact, strong build, can be a load to defend.
So he gets them both. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Powell sets a screen. It's Powell on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
You see why Powell is so valuable. Good athlete, good defender, and can really space the floor.
Pass to Šarić. And no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Powell outside. Powell sets a screen. Back to Wall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubac, he's checked in for Covington. Morris comes in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mann. And it's Paul George in for Powell. And Booker puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
George passes to Leonard. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. From deep, Johnson. Outside Booker. From deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Suns on top. Up. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Wall on the attack. George for three and scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Booker's shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Leonard can't get it to go.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ball passes to Ayton. And he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Suns lead.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
George hits them both. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside Paul. Going inside. The kick out to Johnson. It's Booker on the wing. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton inside. Out to Bridges. Pass to Booker. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Ayton finds Johnson. Back to Ayton. And it's Wall with the block.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
And the dunk by Leonard.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Ball with it. Guarded now by George. Outside for Booker. Oh, sweet move. Great D that time from Zubats. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. George passes to Leonard. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
An elite player in this league. And George understands he needs to come through at the line in clutch moments.
And so he makes both from the line.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Phoenix calls timeout. They lead by 1. 1:56 left in the fourth. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told them, quote, "It all comes down to the next few minutes. That's what will decide this game. So step up. This is your moment, not theirs." Inspiring words, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now Los Angeles with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Leonard passes to Zubats. Kicks it to George. To take the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And now the Suns fast break. Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
George outside. Back to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Right onside call. Johnson finds Bridges. There's a screen to the inside. And Booker gets double teamed. The three from Ayton. Paul George pulls it in.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Here's Leonard. Yes!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Booker. The kick out to Johnson. Bridges passes to Johnson. Here's Booker. Oh, he nails it!
Oh, a high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
Now here's George. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many... The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2.
And at the line, Paul looks cool and collected, like there isn't a lot riding on this trip.
You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
No choice but to go for the 3. Maybe set up a screen to carve out some space and get a clean look.
So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And this was an emotional win.
Lisa Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Johnson for 3. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Russell against Paul. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's the Suns with the ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Booker outside. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
4 on the clock. Paul kicks to Booker. Connects from 3-point range.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Russell looking around. Over Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Towns. Got a piece of it. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. Rebound by the Suns.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Bridges passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Booker. Bridges outside. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Outside, Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Al Paul with 3. Booker, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50. Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Ayton throws it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
It's Edwards on the wing. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Russell. That one off the back iron and out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The Suns on top.
And please give a big round of applause for your Sun Youth team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Out to Russell. Launches a 3. Booker pulls it in.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
To the paint, Johnson. And the layup falls.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Towns down low. He's guarded by Johnson. That one good for 2. Towns has got his first bucket in this one.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Ball up top. He's guarded by Russell. And now here's Prince, the fast break opportunity. Outside Edwards. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And you hear the term point forward. Then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but he's still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Paul against Russell. A drive by Paul. Booker up top. 15 points in the game. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Johnson, good.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. There's the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Booker's shot is good.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Russell kicks to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
2 minutes remaining.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
This is his first free throw of the game.
76% from the line a season ago.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Johnson. Paul outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Russell passes to Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges with it. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Paul. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Paul finding a way that time to draw the foul.
The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Off target with his 3. Suns leading by 10. Ball finds Ayton. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Russell passes to Prince. Pulls from the top of the key. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Russell dishes to Prince. Back to Russell. And good off the lead pass that time.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The Timberwolves 23.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, McDaniels is out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2. And he's good on the second. Noel. Screen by McDaniel. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Shamet finishes the break with a slam.
Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Reed kicks to McDaniel. Good on the shot.
Jaden McDaniel.
Shamet with it. They get a hand on it. Here's Noel. Covered by Lee. And yes, it's good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Suns leading by 7. And here is Shamet. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lee's got his first points in this one.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Right wing. Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by Shamet. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Shamet. Lee outside. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Timberwolves trail by 7. Inside, here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now Shamet. It's Craig, top of the key. And it's in there. And the Suns lead by 7.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Noel. Covered by Lee. Good. That one on target from Noel. Phoenix has gone 6 or 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Picked by Lee. Saric outside. He kicks it to Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Lee left side. Pass to Saric. Here's Shamet. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
1:14 left to play in the third. There's Shamet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Crowder. Bridges, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Booker in for Lee. Towns with the bucket.
And few 7-footers in the league have Towns' shooting touch. This is the guy you want to create for time and time again.
Edwards against Booker. Shot clock at 6. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Gobert kicks to Prince. Back to Gobert. Lays it up and off the glass.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Booker is screen on Russell. Kicks it out to Booker. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Suns lead by 6.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Towns for 3, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Suns lead by. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, game rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Russell passes to Edwards. Drops in the layup for two.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Paul against Russell. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. This one for three. And they'll get another chance. They double him with Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Paul against Russell. Bridges outside. And a miss there on the triple. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. And taken away by Johnson. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Booker finds Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Bridges passes to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Takes it inside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 20 points for Devin Booker. The pass to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
Bridges outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 8.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Russell dishes to Gobert, and a missed layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Edwards against Booker. Kicks it to Ayton. Over in the corner, Paul. Booker. Johnson surveying the floor. Takes a three. A shot by Paul, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. 8-point game. And that one's good. Russell.
Well, D'Angelo Russell not scared of the big moment.
Ball outside. Booker outside. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Outside Edwards. Crosses over. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Booker in the post. Edwards there. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Suns call time here. They're leading by 5. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. And taken away by Paul. Here's Booker. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Suns lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Booker. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Driving inside. Johnson, a wide open look. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Ball outside. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have to clear it.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. So the Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's George. Yes, it's good. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And Gobert with the stuff.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Pass to Wall. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And that one falls for Wall.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Now here's Zubats. It's blocked by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, a consistent force on the defensive end, does a nice job sending that one back.
Back to Prince. Outside Russell. Edwards a screen on Wall. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Boy, what a nice job by Rudy Gobert. Thin frame, yes, but able to take the contact and still finish.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
It's Edwards with a drive. Denied by Leonard.
Well, the defensive instincts have always been so strong for Kawhi Leonard. Boy, good night, sir.
Morris outside. Wall, the pass to Morris. And stolen by Gobert. To the middle. Here's Prince. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Wall, the pass to George. Looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Outside Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Wall. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
It just slashes right past the defender. He is one tough cover, John Wall.
Russell against Wall. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Ball for 3. Towns with a rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Leonard. And it doesn't even draw higher.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Russell, that's good.
Okay, D'Angelo, Russell mixing in a little interior work, not bashful.
Ball against Russell. It's George on the wing. Off the mark there with a three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Russell. High post Towns. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
George outside. Pass to Zubac. Leonard against Gobert. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The T-Wolves on top. They're up 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Now, fans, please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Let's remember, this was once a weakness of John Wall's game. Now, boy, you've got to guard that three-point shooting.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, PA. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Well, the quickness of D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the defense.
Pass to Leonard. Stolen by Russell. Over to the wing. And stolen by Leonard. Morris for 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Leonard against Russell. Oh, Morris with a steal.
Karl Anthony Towns. First personal foul. First team foul.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Outside Wall. George outside. From deep. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he's going for the oop here. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. George outside. Morris on the wing. Covered by Towns. George passes to Wall. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time for Minnesota. They've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Towns. Over to the left wing. Here's Prince. George defending. It's 2-on-1. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And he gets that one.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Wall, the pass to George. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And here are the Clippers now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go.
Perfect timing on that rejection. Boy, Towns really improving on the defensive end.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
They get it back. George off with the layup. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards for 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Morris finds Zubac to stop the run. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. And Gobert with the stuff.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
George outside. There's 14 seconds left in the second. Outside Wall. Here's the 3. Offensive board. Zubac. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. A tremendous defensive effort against John Wall. Frustrating the star point guard. Back after this. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Covington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Wall. Powell for 3. Knocks down the long J. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. The 3. The rebound by Mann. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Powell. Takes it inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
This guy is electric off the bounce. Norman Powell doing work off the dribble drive. Yeah, I'll take that contact. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Anderson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Powell outside to the paint. That's good from Covington on the assist from Powell. And you talk about Powell's athleticism, Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
And down it goes, 2 points.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Powell outside. Outside Covington. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Powell outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, with contact in the restricted area, Norman Powell, pretty play.
McDaniels, a screen on Jackson. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Back to Jackson. It's Powell, high post. Anderson's there. Powell, it's good.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Anderson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Anderson's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Powell outside. Pass to man. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's McLaughlin from outside the arc. Batum pulls it in. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Powell with a steal. Pass to man. Back to Batum. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Reed with it. Guarded by Batum. Stripped away. There's Jackson with the 3. Fires in the triple. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
They set the pick. Pass to Noel. Outside McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McLaughlin. 4-3. He drops it from range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
From deep three-point range. Jackson can't get it to go. And here's the fast break. The pull-up. That one off the back iron and out. It'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Clippers shooting 35% so far in this one. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Awesome!
Hammers it home!
So nice!
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, wall finishing with style.
lobs it up to the rim. George with a steal. Left side Wall. George outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a three-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Gobert with it. Shoots over Zubac. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Outside Wall. Back to Morris. Down low. That's good from Wall. On the assist from Morris. Wall's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, you carve out position, you get a high percentage look. John Wall has got size from the lead guard. Look out.
Towns, a screen on Wall. Pass to Towns. The three. Edwards against George. Here's Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison. Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
Here's Leonard, and that one drops for him.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Towns. Let's go with a 3. Up again. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I'll tell you, with Rudy Gobert on the floor, you have got to find him and keep him off the glass because he can be a force.
Leonard outside. Now George. And the jam by George.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Prince.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The shot no good. Great D that time from Zubac. And for Towns, team success was the biggest change for him in that 2021-22 season.
It was, BA, because when you consider out of his first 7 seasons in the league, it's only the 2nd time his team finished with a winning record. But Towns is looking to make that a regular occurrence from this point forward. Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Zubac, screen. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard's so calm, mixes speeds, understands when and where to drive the basketball.
Russell to pass to Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 7 points here in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. It's George on the wing. Gets the three to fall.
Well, Paul George is excellent both defensively and offensively. You want to talk about 3 and D? He's got both.
And a deep three from Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly...
matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. Wall out there with Paul George, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson can't hit.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Put that bucket in no time at all.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Kicks it out to Booker. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. The shot, no good. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Good work there as it goes. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
George lays it up and banks it in.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
Here's Paul. Second chance shot. Booker against George. Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Paul against Wall. That one drops for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Paul. To the middle. Here's Booker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Paul against Wall. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Bridges.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And the dunk by Booker.
Totally unselfish play there from Aiden. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Ball passes to George. Good D by Booker.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Johnson finds Booker. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Just bouncing off of contact, Booker putting in work in that weight room.
George with the screen on Johnson to stop the run. And it's George again missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here is Wall. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Paul. Bridges outside. Paul passes to Booker. And he drives in. And the rejection by Zubats. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Paul kicks to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
From deep, Wall. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Powell in at the 3. Paul against Wall. Kicks it out to Johnson. That 3 off the mark. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside for George. For 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. Offensive rebound. George. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. On the wing, Johnson. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Shot fine by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Outside Leonard. Rejected by Booker. Deflects the pass. Leonard with the steal. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Wall dishes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Ball against Paul. Johnson for 3. And the Suns get it back. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 13-5 run here. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Here's Paul, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Leonard the pass to Pop. Offline with his three. Suns trail by 5. To the inside. Powell with the steal. George with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Wall, that's good.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Paul kicks to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 13 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
George, no good. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside for George. And it's off from three-point range. Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Ball outside. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. It's good. This game is all even.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
The shot by George, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. 13 points in the game.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Paul dishes to Booker. Bridges outside. He feeds it to Booker. For the three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Torrey Craig is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Saric. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For the lead, Indy, Lee drops it in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's man. Craig defending. Covington down low. Craig is on him. Here's Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Shamet. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
LA has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jackson deciding where to go with it. A second chance effort, and the layup good by Covington. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Quick to fire off the pass. Got to stay up on Covington or that will happen.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Crowder against Kennard. Shot by Crowder, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Man. And it's Shamet with the rebound. The Suns shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That one misses from Šarić.
And the toughness Šarić provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Now, here's Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Crowder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
It's his first trip to the line. And both free throws good from Crowder. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Batum sets a screen for Jackson. Batum attacking. It's hauled in by the Suns. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Swiped it away. Jackson down low. He's covered by Shamet.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Shamet, the kick out to Crowder.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the third. Batum with the steal. Kennard for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
An all-around player, one of Batum's roles is to make the defense pay when they leave someone open.
Shamet up and in on the way.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Kennard setting the pick for Jackson. Kennard the pass to Batum. Fires the 3. Kennard's shot is off. Suns have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Lee kicks to Shamet. Puts it up. Nails the baby hook. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
Okay, that's on the defense. You got to show more fight if you want to stop him.
54 seconds left in the third. Batum passes to Kennard. Outside for Batum. The 3-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Passes it to Lee. It's Crowder on the wing. Batum against Lee. Suns moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. And Crowder brings it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Kennard after the Suns pick up 2. Comes up empty down low. Shamet on the wing. Here's Craig. No good on the last second attempt there. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And we're coming right back after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Ball out there with Paul George, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
Now, we know that Booker can score with the best of them, and he's also very skilled at drawing fouls.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Ayton dishes to Johnson. Booker with no one around. No good from outside. The Clippers trail. Powell for 3. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? And both free throws good for Zubac. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. High post Johnson. Booker left side. Johnson down low. Leonard's there. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Booker against George. 4 on the shot clock. The drive by Paul. Draws contact up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on those shooters a little more effectively.
Thanks, David. And Zubac picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Ball against Paul. Driving to the basket. The layup missed.
Does what he has to do to avoid the block, but hard to stay in control when you change your shot.
Here's Leonard. Rejected by Booker. Bridges passes to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
Good on the 2nd free throw.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Wall looking it over. George against Booker. The shot by George, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Wall, no luck. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Booker outside. Ayton trying to break free. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 4.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team. And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now here's Paul. Tries again. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And they go to the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Powell. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the rejection by Zubac. It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Leonard. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Leonard's got 4 this quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Los Angeles. Ball against Wall. Booker outside. Three-pointer. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Kicks it out to Leonard. It's in!
That championship mentality of Leonard. This is why they go to him in the clutch.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker outside. Money!
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Ball against Paul. Wall kicks to Leonard. Inside. Yes!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Booker. Over to the left wing. Here's Paul. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges.
Oh, my!
Big time right there.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Outside Russell. Here's Gobert. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. Back to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. That one a little long.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Here's Ayton. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. There's the three. Booker missing again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Outside Edwards from about 19. Ball against Russell. To the middle. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Out left to the wing. Back to Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Booker finds Paul. Back to Booker from behind the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 7 points in the game.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with.
Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Back to Towns. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Second chance effort. Gobert no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
For three, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to feel the lane and get where he needs to be.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves. Recording their second winning season since 2005. Getting on track for future success.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And there's the lob. Outside Paul. Stolen by Russell. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Booker against Russell. The kick out to Johnson. 4 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Booker for three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Russell to pass to Gobert. Paul against Edwards. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Paul passes to Aiden. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And stolen by Booker. That one doesn't drop. Tie game in Minnesota. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. The kick out to Paul. 3-pointer. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Prince. Here's Gobert. Towns for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Back to Johnson for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Outside Edwards. Towns against Johnson. Pass to Edwards. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Russell against Paul. Outside Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Edwards. And that one is stuffed right through.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Inside. Aiden. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Pass to Edwards. Over to the left wing. Towns for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. Edwards got 14 points for the game.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
Paul passes to Booker. Drops one in from the wing. He's got 12.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
2 minutes.
Outside Russell. Pass to Prince. Russell against Paul. Back to Prince. Right wing. Towns for 3. Kept alive. Boy, hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Booker. Out to Bridges. Fires from deep. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Russell to pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Out to Bridges. Driving to the basket. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Towns against Johnson. Towns down low. The layup off target. The Suns trailing. Outside Booker. Johnson passes to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. From the arc. Russell with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Free throw good, Edwards. Some changes for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Edwards. From deep. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points. Thanks very much, Allie. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so in the game for the Suns, Jay Crowder is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Damian Lee, and then it's Landry Shamet, and it's Craig in at the 3. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. Well, Clark, you've got your good players in the league, but then there's that group that is in that elite category. What type of player commands that kind of respect?
Well, I think it's a guy who shows up every day but produces at a high level. I think you probably tip your hat to scores in that case, but there's a lot of respect and cachet given to outstanding defenders. Anybody that's excellent consistently, I think, gets a level of respect that's special.
It's both from the stripe. Phoenix calls timeout. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, D.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Here's Anderson. Pass to McDaniels. Beyond the arc. No good on the shot. And Phoenix the other way now. Lee on the wing. Back to Crowder. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's McLaughlin. And he lobs it up.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, P.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Pass to Lee. Oh, and Reid with a block. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Phoenix calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's McLaughlin. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Phoenix is shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's Shaman. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. They need this. Rebound, Minnesota. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Controls the rebound and the putback. McDaniel's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's Shaman. Outside Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Crowder.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Crowder's got his first bucket in this one. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Noel.
Minnesota foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Here's Lee. Back to Shaman. And he banks in the layup.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
1:14 left in the third quarter. Anderson. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Lee. Pass to Šarić. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I think the offensive game of Šarić is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
On the wing, Noel. Now here's Reed. Shoots over Šarić. The bank shot, no good. Phoenix is shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Craig passes to Crowder. Connects from downtown. Crowder's got 5 points.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. 27 seconds left in the third. Outside Edwards. Oh my! Throw it down! Ooh, and powered down. What a jam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Phoenix has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns trailing. Ayton passes to Paul. On the take. And the layup is good off the glass.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
Outside for Russell. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Ball passes to Booker. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Ball finds Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Edwards against Booker. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 22.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Here's Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
The kick out to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. The kick out to Edwards. Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Prince. And that one hits the back iron. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Russell against Paul. Russell, the pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. They throw good, Edwards.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Booker gets double teamed. Pass to Johnson. Launches it. That shot is off. And Minnesota the other way with it now. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Edwards. To the inside. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Here's Prince. Booker defending. Out to the wing. Towns passes to Edwards. Here's Prince. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Pass to Bridges. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Now here's Edwards. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Edwards is doubled. Shot clock at 5. Tipped. Booker fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Edwards against Paul. To the paint. Now Booker from deep three-point range. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was in the balance.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Ty Lue.
They did, and it showed, and it was fun to watch. Terrific. David, thanks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Right side, Russell. Out to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
On the wing, George. Here's Zubac. Gobert with the block. Prince outside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Leonard with the steal. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
Foul for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Edwards. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In my opinion, one of the most talented two-way players of this generation. Paul George has stayed humble throughout his success and has shown that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Russell kicks to Towns. Left side, Edwards. Kicks it out to Prince. Back to Edwards. Shakes him. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. George with the ball.
Oh, did you see that? Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Russell against Wall. And Edwards with the stuff.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Powell kicks to Leonard. This one for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Prince with a screen on Wall. Pass to Prince. Off target from outside. Clippers trail by 5. The kick out to Wall. Powell against Edwards. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
It's Edwards on the wing. Gobert down low. He's covered by Leonard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at
the Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
Here's Powell. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And now in the final year of his contract,
D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Foul for 3. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's tipped. Down low. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 14 points.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Nobody near George. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ball against Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And Wall kicks to Powell. Outside Russell, just 3 on the clock, and Towns with the lay-in good.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Reed is out there with Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in a point. Jumps up. And the dunk by Powell.
A terrific ball feed. PG-13 knows it's a priority to create turnovers that spark the running game.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Wall looking for an opening. And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Outside Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here's Powell. And 2 free throws coming up unable. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official. This is his first free throw of the game.
And I like the previous plays. How about 81%? And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Edwards with the screen for Russell. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now George. He's got 11. Here's Powell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A part of this team's toughness comes from Norman Powell. Unafraid to stick his nose in there.
And so Powell nails both of them. Here is Russell. The kick out to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Here's Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Russell passes to Towns. Prince against Zubac. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Powell against Edwards. Can't connect from short range. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Wasted no time on that one. Leonard's got 6 points.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wall passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
.130 left to play in the first half. Russell, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Three-pointer. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. George has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers. Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. Edwards against Powell. There's Russell with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Wall. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
That one goes. Count it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Wall. No points in the game yet for him. Leonard looking around. Shot clock at 6. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left in the first half. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And he makes both free throws. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Anderson against Batum. Covington setting the pick for Batum. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Kennard for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Teron Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward position.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Unloads. Batum grabs the miss.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And the dunk by Covington.
Showing some tenacity on that take. Robert Covington with the athleticism on that play.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Stolen away. Outside, Batum. And the pass to man. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Kennard. The 3-ball. Minnesota with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's his first foul. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Clippers trail by 9. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Left side Jackson. Pass to man. 5 to shoot. Batum finds Jackson. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's McLaughlin, and he converts the layup. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters to help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Here's McLaughlin. 8 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock.
I don't like that decision there on the entry pass, and not with the defender right there ready to pick it off.
Kennard for 3. Unable to get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Anderson wide open, and he's good on the three ball.
He's used to being the catalyst. Kyle trying to become more of a threat, playing off the ball.
Jackson dishes to Batum. Left side, Covington. Outside for Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shot from 16, and too long on the shot. Timberwolves leading by 14. Pass to McDaniels. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Can't cash in from close range. Los Angeles has gotten blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Kennard kicks to Jackson.
Who's watching him?
Passes it to Batum. Now here's Kennard. Now the pass to Mann. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Ball to the Timberwolves. Substitution on the court.
.34 seconds left to play in the third. Russell feeling it out a bit. From past the arc. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 8.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
George with the screen on Russell. Leonard the pass to George. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Prince outside. And that one is off. And so it's Minnesota feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Wall with the ball for the Clippers. 17-point game. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. He is hauled in by Paul George. The Clippers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. The shot by Powell, no good. Minnesota leading by 17. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on John Wall.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
And Edwards drops them both. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Powell for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
The kick out to Towns. Releases. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
And pure cash. Whenever Towns gets these types of looks, he's consistent at spraying.
Wall passes to Powell. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Prince wide open. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Timberwolves leading by 19. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. No good on the triple. LA has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Powell for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Wall against Russell. Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Powell against Prince. Towns for three. Wall grabs the board.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Fires for three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Wall's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Leonard with the bucket.
As we've seen, there's nothing Leonard can't do. He's polished every aspect of his game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Timberwolves.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Leonard, that's for two. He squares up and sinks it.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Russell against Wall. Outside Russell. He kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here is Powell. Outside Leonard. Clock at 4. Takes the three. He doesn't hit that one. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.